Right, South Africa, Mzansi, Sanbonani, wonke umuntu that's watching right now, welcome to it. Siyabonga ukuthi you are alive, and I hope that everything that I have to share with you will resonate with your heart, and I pray that the Holy Spirit enters into your soul, and hopefully I'll make sense. So this is an official open invitation to all South Africans. A lot has been happening, and there's a lot to actually talk about. There's a lot for me to discuss with you, but I cannot divulge too much information via this video for obvious reasons. This is an official open invitation to all South Africans. However, within the first phase and the first group of this invitation, we are only looking for a maximum of 400 people. Now, we are inviting you to something that is a gift from God. It's a gift from Jesus Christ. It is a Jesus Christ initiative. It is a Holy Spirit project. And this is me serving our country and serving the people of God. Now, whether you're white, black, Indian, colored, Asian, whatever nationality you are from your past, as long as you are South African and as long as you've been living within this country for more than 10 years, for instance, and you are highly invested in the future of our country, as long as you, pretty much tick those boxes, you are a permanent resident of the country and you permanently want to see solid solutions for all people within our country, every race, every background, every ethnic, social perspective and so forth. However, there's only one other important thing with regard to this open invitation. You must be a Christian. You must believe in Jesus Christ. You must believe in the Holy Spirit, because our organization only serves from a faith perspective. We believe that everything that we've got planned can only happen with God guiding us and walking with us and directing us into the right direction and into pretty much the right path and avenues, because there's so much happening in the world. There's nothing that can be achieved without the presence and the love and the grace of God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. So our organization is called SOW4SA, as in like you reap what you sow. SOW, SOW4SA. So for South Africa. And the idea behind this is it's a calling more than it is an idea, more than it is a personal project. Quite frankly, if I had to be honest with you, I'd rather be doing my own personal stuff. But this is a calling more than it is about me or you or the people that might be part of the group. It's about serving a bigger purpose and a bigger agenda for this country and the rest of Africa. So SOW4SA is the political party that will be receiving the responsibility of steering the people into a greater future. Now, regardless of your beliefs, regardless of your opinions, we need a big solution. And at this point, we don't have many options, as you have witnessed. In our country, I feel like there aren't any real leaders. We have people that want to be in the leadership seats. They want to take authority and command, but they're not capable of actually thinking for other people outside of their own small circles. So that's the truth. Transparency is what we represent, and honesty and integrity. We stand for all the fruits of the Holy Spirit: patience, endurance, understanding, love, whatever it is that you feel is worthy of kindness, worthy of righteousness, justice, just addressing everything that needs to be addressed from a spiritual perspective, economic perspective, physical, social, and all dynamics that really just come together and form what we call a human being. But a human being that really paying attention to everything around him and her. In other words, your environment, replenishing Mother Nature and using resources in a sensible manner, establishing systems and protocols and realizing principles within our societies that make sense and that are in harmony with the universe and the agenda that God has set forth. This is an opportunity for you to stand up for something that you believe in. This is an opportunity for you to stand up and be part of history in the making. We're looking for a maximum of 400 people in the first phase and the initial phase of our establishment and foundation as an organization. Our organization has many plans. We've got many things that we're going to be doing. I cannot discuss them via this video. We do not have enough time. For more information, you can visit our website. It is www.20thinking.africa. That is www.20thinking.africa. All the information that you need will be online. You can visit me on my personal social networking site, whatever it is, Mpumelelo Mavi. That is Mpumelelo Mavi, M-A-V-I, that's the surname. Contact me, please. Contact me rather via WhatsApp or email, because you can imagine 400 people trying to give me a call is not going to necessarily be exciting in terms of the network. It might clog up or whatever the case might be. So let's get back to the points. In 2024, the message that I'm receiving from the Holy Spirit, and the reason I've got to share this with you, it's not about counting your eggs before they hatch, or counting, or making your own plans, or whatever the case might be. God is ready to perform a miracle through people that are willing to be used as the vessels that are going to be empowering the people of God, the people of the nation, the people of the country, empowering the different societies, whether it's suburbs or townships, backgrounds that are different, disenfranchised, empowerment, whatever the case might be, every type of background that you can imagine. We are going to stand for every person that wants to be represented, every society that wants to be represented. Look, we know our past, we know apartheid, we know everything that's happened to our people, but we cannot continue reliving those experiences every year. We cannot continue being under the authority of people that don't necessarily respect the idea of growth and development and growing, through transparent systems, without corruption. We need power. We need ESCOM, for instance, to no load shedding, for instance, SAA, for instance, going through weird problems. Guys, come on. We need people that can really stand up, take responsibility, be accountable for some stuff. All the people so far that have been, elected, and all the people that have put themselves out there, in the forefront and claiming that they're leaders and whatever the case might be, none of them are actually taking accountability of anything that happens in the country. So it's time that you stand up. This is your opportunity. We are at the foundation phase. God, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus Christ is giving us the keys, but we can only receive the keys with 400 people on board. Of course, we might have more than 400 people that show interest. Don't worry. From the 400 people, we're going to be multiplying that across each region, across each province, and we've got plans over the next 40 years. Yes, 40 years. This is going to be a 40-year project. It's not going to be an overnight instant kind of success situation. Don't worry, we're not talking just about politics. We're not just talking about social, economic agendas. We're talking about spiritual enlightenment. We're talking about literally the whole continent, like the whole African continent. We want to change everything that's been happening in this continent. We want to take care of all races, all people, every person that literally wants to find a solution, every person that wants to understand what's happening within our society, within our government structures. We are going to be introducing a lot of changes, and all of these are because of the spiritual realignment and rebalances that are being introduced. But these are ideas and these are projects that they can only be conceptualized to the group that's going to be part of the core group. So the initial group will be invited to what we call SOW400 Christ Club. So it is SOW400 Christ Club. This is not an exclusive club. It is a Christian club. It's a club for us to have the same agenda, serving one King. Our King is Jesus Christ. Our friend is the Holy Spirit. Our counselor, our advisor is always the Holy Spirit. We always have righteousness and the grace of God flowing through the organization from the moment of its inception to the moment of implementation and expansion and just growth over the years and the decades and so forth. We will get to the promised land. We will arrive at a place where all people from every race, from every background, every person must have the access and the capability to change their life should they want to change their life. Opportunities belong to each person. Every human being is valid. But right now, we live in a system that is very corrupt. We live in a system where the leaders are very greedy. There's gluttony, there's sloth, there's pride, there's arrogance. People that are supposed to be in leadership are serving their own agendas. They spend money frivolously. They spend money in manners that it shouldn't be spent. So there's no wisdom within our leadership. So that's just the bottom line. For more information with regard to our agenda and with regard to what we stand for, we simply trust in God. We trust in Jesus Christ. We trust in the Holy Spirit. But for more information, you can visit our website. It is www.20thinking.africa. Do contact me. My name is Mpumelelo Mavi. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. If you've got as many questions as you want, you can post them. Post the questions via social media. I'll give you the answers. But for the first couple of months and weeks and so forth, we will be establishing 400 people. So until we have 400 people, I cannot divulge too much information. The information will only be for the people and for the members that join our organization within this foundation and introduction phase. Enough is enough. It's up to you to stand up and believe and have faith in something that will represent the legacy that you set for your kids. You know, we've got kids that are growing up in a new rainbow nation. So why not create a society that makes more sense? Because you see, with this new generation of kids that are coming up, we can either teach them the old stuff that happened and all the bad things that have happened, or we can present them with a world of opportunities, a world that we wish we would have grown up in, a world where every person is equal and every person really has the responsibility and can take accountability for their own environment. We will create many structures throughout the course of the next couple of years before we are actually even allowed to be in parliament, before we are even given the keys to the country. We will prove ourselves walking into 2024. By the time 2024 happens and when it is upon us, God will just shine his glory upon our organization, and the Holy Spirit will lead us into a new society, a new system, a new world that can only be represented by people that want to stand for truth, for justice, and for prosperity. Success, opportunity, wealth, salvation, obedience, worship. SOW400 Christ Club, SOW4SA, SOW for Christ, SOW City, SOW World, SOW TV, SOW. You reap what you sow.